tell me what you want us to do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World, where we are back finally on PV Uncharted. You have my apologies for the late start. Yeah, I am profoundly sorry. Trust me, it was harder on us than it could have been on you because we've been scrambling for the last 45 minutes to figure out what the problem was. Turns out we had a corrupted save. So, we've lost a little bit of in between the scenes work or behind the scenes work. We're going to be catching up on that. How is everybody doing? Again, I apologize for the late start. I know Eric Kuntz was in earlier, and I saw a couple other people checking in. Kill Switch 161 is with us today. Ed Miller. And we are going to get our lavender harvested up. I don't know that we're going to get a lot off of this field. But we did all of our crops that require the cotton harvesters. We did tobacco, we did cotton, and now we're doing lavender just as a cash crop. Bruce Salter, Andrew K., Ed Miller. What's up, guys? How's it going? Everybody having a good week so far? I hope so. Fingers crossed. Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan was with us early, very early. Jonathan always jumps into chat way early, but it's good to have him. Henry Holland, how you doing, buddy? Hi from Michigan. Ed Miller from Michigan, outstanding. We've got a few Michiganians, a couple that I can think of. I used to be an Indiana person, but now I'm a Nevada person. I hop around like that. Who knows where I'll be tomorrow? Okay, still Nevada, but you get the point. Hey, thanks, bud. Very much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying it. So one thing that I'm going to do during this stream, by request, there's a young lady. I think it's a young lady. I don't want to stereotype. Um, who goes by the name of Talisa. She's been following for a long time, and she asked if I could do a video on how to set up the productions on PV Uncharted because she was having some difficulties with that. And I'll tell you, the productions on PV Uncharted, and Caveman can back me up on this for sure, are very complicated. Um, and yeah, I do have Caveman and Sharko with us. I'm off my game today, guys, because we have literally been scrambling trying to figure out the problem. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
And Sharko has muted himself,
Hello.
which he is does from time to time. Um, oh, outstanding kill switch. Yeah, I hope that that helped you out. I love hearing from you guys when you get done with that. Andrew wants to know where he can find old Ford tractors, and the best person to answer that question is going to be, in my opinion, Caveman. Caveman, think of any old Ford tractors sitting out there?
Depends on how old he's looking for. Uh, I do know there's an N9, an N8 or an N9 that OK used mods had on his Facebook page not that long ago, or his Facebook group not that long ago. I'm assuming it's on Mod Network.
Yeah, OK Use Mods puts just about everything on Mod Network. I know he just posted some new stuff on there that I've never seen before too, like placeable houses and a post office and stuff like that.
Right. I do know there's a few on Mod Network. There's some pretty old ones on there, but a lot of them could really use a good polish. But there's a few on there that are doing pretty good. Uh,
And I guess the real question is, Andrew, are you playing on PC or are you on console? Because that makes a huge difference.
yeah, I didn't think about that. If you're on console, if you can't find it on the in-game mod hub, I'm sorry, but you can't get it.
Right.
That's just unfortunately how the game works.
Hey, I play. How you doing, man? What's the good word? Oh, it's yeah, kill switch. There's a lot going on with this game. A lot going on. Oh, I'll absolutely be playing Farm Sim 22. I've already got it. Well, somebody gifted it to me. I'll be honest, but I've gifted an awful lot of copies to folks, so it's a fair trade. Yeah, he's playing on PC, so a great. If you don't know about it already, my favorite, at least, go-to site for mods off Mod Hub is Mod Network.
That's my favorite site as well. My second favorite site would just be Facebook in general. Check the groups on Facebook.
I can't remember. I do have a Ford tractor pack that I'm using on off the grid, but I can't remember for the life of me where I got that from.
Is it the one that's got the square nose?
It's the one that you tweaked for me.
That was the one you got off of Mod Hub.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the one off of Mod Hub. You might not have got it off Mod Hub, but there is one identical to it on Mod Hub.
Okay, I didn't get it off Mod Hub. I know I didn't. Harley, how you doing? What's the good word? How's your jester cap and baseball bat? Oh yeah, I know my DC comics. Everybody's all about Marvel, but there is DC also. Oh
Who has a
well,
bigger budget?
we're glad you're with us, Harley, as always.
Hmm.
Wouldn't be the same without you. Happy hump day. We might get over this hump. Maybe. This
Maybe.
lavender that he's got built on here. It's not exactly real life lavender, but it still looks really good. And we actually tested this, and it leaves a lot behind, but this does not regrow, unfortunately. So we'll just have to plant over this. Do some no-till planting. But yeah, we get done here. We've got some tree work to do. Not much. We're going to show you exactly what we're finishing up on that. What else are we going to do? Oh, I'm going to walk you through the productions. We have a new production that we absolutely positively have to move forward. So we're going to get that started up today. In fact, we have the raw materials to build the plant that we're going to be installing. So that's handy. Now we have got wheat, sugar beets in this field behind us because we are gluttons for punishment. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before because we're going to have to lease beet harvesters. We've got field number 1 over there is planted with onions. So we figured we'll do our 2 biggest fields in beets and onions and then kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know if they're going to be ready today or not.
Take a look.
I don't think so. The wheat might be, but I don't think the beets are. Oh,
Well, the beets are dark green.
well, maybe then.
Yeah, beets might be. I don't think the onions are gonna be.
Yeah, it looks like the wheat's already partially there. Yeah, we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see what happens. In fact,
Yeah, I was gonna say the wheat's half grown or ready to be harvested.
Harley got a pretty good yield, not better than what was harvested before. So what do you guys know? Tell me something fun and interesting. We need to wind down from stressing over getting this stream up and running.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, caveman especially, he's the one who always seems to be around. But when Harv starts stressing because things aren't going the right way, it can be not very pretty sometimes. Not that I take it out on anybody. I don't take it out on the guys or anything. It's not like that, but
No.
just indirect cursing at the heavens.
Well, and I kind of feel like this one was my fault because it was my edit that caused the problem in the first place.
Nah, it happens. There was no, I mean, you've done hundreds of edits before that never caused a problem. There was no reason to think for 1 second that it would have been something you did. Hey, FF. Look at FF. He's got the blue tag now, along with Bruce.
Nice.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
nice.
Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I know. I got a new logo.
I saw that. It looks good.
It does look good.
It took me a while to come up with one that I actually liked.
Caveman got a new logo too, actually.
Yeah, I got a new logo for in-game stuff,
Ooh.
but you'll have to wait till I get my trailer finished up to see it.
It looks like there's a G written in the. Oh, never mind. It's gone now.
A G? What?
There's like a G inside the wheat field of non-grown stuff.
Oh,
But it's now gone. How full are you guys? Do you think we'll get a full bale?
oh, the wheat field is now ready, and the beets are ready. I don't
Might
think.
have a full bale between the two of us.
I've got 13,000 liters.
I've got 9,800.
Kevin. The Prolinsky is with us. How's it going, Kev? What's the good word, man? We might have to harvest these sugar beets and send them to Norway. Since we discovered this week that Norway has no capacity to make sugar.
Hey, really?
Yep, they're too far north. They can't grow sugar beets, and obviously they're not going to grow sugar cane.
Huh.
You have not watched the Baltic Sea this week.
I've been too busy. But I definitely need to watch it.
Yes, you do. You definitely do.
Yeah, actually, Norway. Okay, this was kind of interesting, and so Norway has the same problem that Nevada has, except Nevada's too hot and Norway's too cold. They don't get good production out of traditional crops, so they end up doing a lot of their crops for animal feed.
Hmm.
And so dairy and beef cattle are a big deal in Norway, just because of their location so far north.
I'd love to go to that part of the world.
Scandinavia would actually be just absolutely a brilliant place to visit. I would love to check that out.
I actually do have a trip planned to go to England and Ireland.
That sounds fun.
Planned as in making reservations, or planned as in bucket list?
Well, it's 2 years from now, but yeah.
Oh, that's pretty planned. That's not bucket listy.
No, I wouldn't say it's like next month or anything, but still, I would say it's
Well,
it's far away.
some people will plan a trip and never take it.
That's true.
It sounds like
Yeah.
you are fully geared
Yeah.
up to take this trip.
We're going as a friend group, or all of our or all my friends are going. So
That's cool.
Excellent.
say all my friends. 4 of us are going, but still,
I have not been across the pond.
I haven't either. So
Neither have
and
I.
I've been furthest I've been south is Mexico,
Been there?
and that's about it. That's about it.
I've been to Mexico and Canada, and that's it for me.
I haven't even been out to the west coast of Canada. I'd love to go there.
I've been to 46 of the 50 states.
I've been to 6, I think. States.
Maybe 47. 2 or 3
Have you been to-
northeastern states I haven't been to.
I was gonna say, have you? Yeah, how? I can never remember. Is it 50 states on the mainland, and like 2 others off
No,
land, or is
48 and 2.
it? Okay.
48 are
Okay.
connected,
Okay.
and you've
Then
got
also-
Alaska, and then you've got Hawaii.
then you have little bit of territories too.
Yeah, but they're not states.
No, they're not states. No, no, no.
Although I don't know how they feel about it, but Puerto Rico's been a territory for so long they should have statehood at this point. If they wanted it.
I remember going to one of the islands when I went on a cruise, and one of the islands said because they were a territory, they didn't pay taxes, like the federal taxes.
That could be a lot of different places, like
I
Isn't-
don't remember which island that was.
maybe the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I think the
it might have
Bahamas
been the
is a
Bahamas.
territory.
Yeah. I think there's multiple territories in the Bahamas, though.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
miss
sure,
you
though.
one way or another.
Can you guys drop half-loaded bales?
Yeah, these things will empty any size bale.
Yep, and it's going to be a cotton bale module or a cotton module or something like
It's
that.
cotton module.
Look at that bright purple bale.
That is pretty.
That's lovely. That's a lovely bale right there.
Does he hold 3?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll hold 3.
Guess I'm gonna go sell this.
No. Just drop them somewhere. Somewhere out
Keep.
of the way to store. We have target prices for everything these days. And no, we do not own these cotton harvesters. We are still leasers. Oops. Yeah, I should shut down before I get out. All right. Excuse me, am going to grab my truck and show you guys the start of our new road. Last stream we bought plot 18 to our east, or to our west, sorry. Oh, I don't want to bring the explosives trailer with me. No need.
No, I don't think we need the explosives.
So we have done a lot of work since we bought 18. Hey Bradley, how you doing, buddy?
So I'm returning those harvesters now, right?
Yeah, might as well. There's no reason to keep them. We got all of our cottony type
What's-
stuff off the field.
What's the button to change where it drops?
B.
B.
Is it B?
It's B.
A B's not working.
So we have cleared trees up through 18. Somebody beat me to the punch.
Explains it.
Somebody decided to play Superman today. This is probably close enough. This was our old road to town. And that road was just a nightmare. A bloody mess.
Wait, what do we have planted in this one field? This one is. Oh, is this the onion? Yeah, it's the onion. Okay.
If it's not sugar beets, it's got to be onions.
Well, no, it's just it's rendering blue, which is just very weird. Until I get close to it.
I think your mustache needs a little bit more time to grow, Bradley, but it's coming in nicely, bud. Did anybody else get a picture of Bradley's mustache? Yeehaw!
No, I don't think I did.
It was posted into, I believe, one of the chats.
Fucking Bronco.
Right? This is a big old honking tree right here.
Let me move your truck out of the way so you don't accidentally hit it.
I'm not even close.
Yeah,
we're
but
not.
we all know how game physics are for this game.
No, that's fair. We're not going to do a whole bunch of forestry here, guys. We actually, by request, did forestry last stream. Some people want to see it. Most people really aren't that interested in forestry. But unfortunately, on this map, you don't really get a choice. And yeah, we know all about the mega mowers out there that will just slice through trees. But this forestry makes an awful lot of money. It's the reason we have so much money, because man, these guys do not want to buy our stuff, at least not at a price that's worth selling it.
Do you have more than one trailer or no?
Flatbed? No, we've only got one.
I meant for the trees.
One.
One, okay.
We don't need but one, really.
And it's leased also. We don't do this that often.
I mean, you can always stump if you want to.
Oh, okay, I'll come and stump.
I said cut. So we had cut a whole bunch of trees, right? And just to clear this road, most of the road, we knew, doing that on stream the whole time was going to bore people to tears, but we needed to get it done. And then we had the corrupted save game, and I was like in crisis mode going, Oh my gosh, I've cut so many freaking trees. I don't want to have to go back in and cut all those trees again. And I was just having a big hissy fit over the possibility of having to recut all those trees I'd already taken out. It happens sometimes.
And so does lag, apparently. Trying to get it over here.
Yeah, you'll be alright. Ye Gamer, how you doing, bud? No, don't worry about the caps lock. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, FF loves forestry. It's his favoriteest thing in the world to do. Not.
Oh, we should have got him back. If we did have a crop safe, we should have got him on here to cut all the trees down again.
There you go.
Right?
Left
He would love that.
left him all for his Sunday visits.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a question for you, Sharko.
Yes.
You were saying yesterday that you might not be able to join us for the stream because you might get 4 inches of rain. Do you keep your computer outside or what? I don't
was thinking about
understand
flooding.
why. Oh, you thought your area might get flooded?
Well, it's more the It usually, Peebro is where our power comes from. So if any of the dams or anything shuts down, I could have had a power loss.
Interesting. Because we were both confused by that. You're like, we could get 14 inches of rain. Like,
Also, my house sits in a plain of a flood plain, so
that would not be cool. I mean, nobody
Oh.
wants to see you get flooded, of course. We were just like
yeah, no, I
we-
understand that.
we were like, you can't come because it's going to rain. Okay.
It's more flooding than anything else.
Look, Mom, it burns. It burns. I'm not even gonna ask what that's about, FF. I'm a little terrified by the prospect of knowing what's burning.
I like how you parked right beside the wood chipper. Or the, the stump grinder, and then didn't even grab the stump grinder.
Oh, there's a stump grinder.
Hey Kyle, how you doing, man? Welcome to the Wednesday night stream.
I did not see that there, I'll be honest.
Xmas Meta, what are my PC specs? Well, let's see. My tower is about 2.5 feet tall by about 10 inches wide. I've got a 24 and a 29-inch monitor. Yes, I know what you're talking about. My PC specs actually aren't that impressive. I run an i5 7th gen. I think it's a 7200K or something like that. And a GTX 1060 video card. 16 gigs of RAM. Nothing terribly outstanding. Yeah, forestry's alright. It's just, if you have watched my Off the Grid series at all, on that map alone, I have cleared over 5,000 trees. No exaggeration, and that's not counting the ones that guys came on and helped me with. Multiplayer doesn't count those, unfortunately.
That's sad.
If multiplayer counted it, there would be
Probably
probably
double.
Probably
in the
another
million.
7. I don't know about that, but at least 7,000, 8,000. That is a densely packed forestry map, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It is really hard to drive a truck through there without hitting a single tree.
Honestly, I would go ahead and grab 19. Wait for it to go on sale. Go ahead and grab 19, dude. Learn the game, because then you'll be ready to take advantage of 22 when it comes out in all of its glory. I don't.
Also,
And FS19, I mean, the Farm Sim series in general is heavily mod supported, and it's intentional. The software developer intends for it to be that way. Well, when 22 comes out, it's going to have little to no mod support. People are going to be waiting for mods to get developed. We're really counting on the modders, and it's going to take a good 6 months to a year for the modders to catch up to where FS19 is right now. So, yeah, if you're looking to get into Farm Sim, I say jump into 19 while you've got just hundreds and thousands of mods available to you to take advantage of. You know, I mean, just in maps alone, if you didn't care about the equipment, the maps alone make 19 worth it, because there's so many great ones out there by the mod community now.
Yeah, Shark, there's a stump right here.
Oh, is there?
Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Boy. How you doing? Welcome to the
Did,
stream.
did you turn the stump radar off?
Apparently.
I've turned my targeting computer off because I can't get this tree all of a sudden.
There, I recalibrated my stump targeting and now I can see it.
There it is.
There's also one all the way back here too that apparently you guys missed.
Hey, you're the one on the stump grinder, not me.
That's fair.
Bradley, I can't go into a tutorial about posting videos on YouTube during a stream, bud. But YouTube makes it pretty simple. Pretty much drag and drop, and then fill in, type your information in and click through some buttons, and you should be good to go, man. It's really not that hard to do.
I was gonna say, I think YouTube actually has a tutorial that they put out on how to upload videos to their platform.
Probably.
They do, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, Ye Gamer. The modders at this point, after 3 years, have covered pretty much everything you could think of that has farming or that is farming or forestry related. But we don't own this tree harvester either. We are to a point where if we want to continue on this map, we're just going to have to invest in one. But for now, we're still leasing. We're on the verge of breaking out, right, guys? But most of our money is coming from forestry. We need it to start coming from our crops and industries. Although that was one of the reasons we picked up Area 18, was because it has better soil in it.
Yes, it does have a lot better soil in it.
I thought I was right on, but
I have not yet. Bradley.
haven't had time. Work 9 hours a day at my full-time job and come home and work FS19 stuff for the channel, so you might I hate these little crappy trees.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, but I mean, it's these little dinky ones. They're not really worth my time cutting.
Burn them.
That would be cool if we had a mod to let us burn trees.
That
Yeah,
would be
controlled
very
burn.
cool. I think I think that's what FF was actually talking about. He just wanted to burn the forest down.
Oh.
That's his method of forestry. Just burn it all. What am I doing here? Something ain't right.
Oh yes, Bradley. YouTube is a complete second job.
Yes.
Yes. Getting out a couple of videos every week is a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a stream a couple times a week on top of it. Yep, I would love to be able to do more videos a week, but since I started working full-time again, that's got to be my priority for now.
Harp's working like 2 full-time jobs.
He might as well be working 3. He streams twice a week, too.
I'm working 7
True.
days a week. Literally working 7 days a week and anywhere from 12 to 14-hour days, so... That's right, Kyle. Some men just want to watch the trees burn.
In most games, I'll just burn the trees if I can. If I don't need the wood.
Now this is a logging operation. One guy ready to load the logs, one guy taking out the stumps while we move along, one guy cutting trees. I wish I had this all the time.
In a month, you can have. I'll be free a lot more.
Oh, are you shutting down the tent operation for the winter kind of thing?
Yep.
Month.
You hear that, guys?
Or Canada Thanksgiving.
Sharka
is when,
will be here more often to sink our equipment and crash into me with a thing.
Stump grinder.
Stump grinder.
I haven't found any water yet, so you're lucky.
Alright, let's see here. I've been watching your off-grid series, good stuff. Just reached the Winchway video. Oh, good, man. I remember your posts. I actually responded to them, I think it was last night as I was going to bed, where you were looking for... Well, you had picked up the Ursus because you were looking for mowing equipment, right? Isn't that what you were talking about? To match the old Ferguson and bush hog that you used to run on, was that on your family farm, your grandpa's farm, something like that? Hey, my old memory might not be as bad as I thought it was. Oh, I hate when that happens. Now what is this tree doing? It just doesn't want to come around.
No, you were hitting the front of the truck. Now you're hitting a tree.
Excellent. Yeah, I did test that, Kevin. I did test the dynamite on the trees. It does not work, unfortunately.
A lot of dynamite though, for each tree.
Yeah, I mean, we're making dynamite at a pretty good clip now, but not enough to
I'm still
blow
not
up all
allowed
the
to touch
trees.
Still not allowed to touch any of it.
No, Sharko cannot touch the dynamite.
It's like in a contract.
He sank too many of our tractors. He lost $18 million that he still won't fess up to.
18 million. I thought you guys left me with like 48 million or something like that.
No, I think it was 18 million.
Plus all the equipment.
Plus all the equipment. You were... almost
That's why I
there.
don't have my own truck.
Looks like 4 more trees and we'll be done with this cut through.
Oh yeah. Not too much more.
Make my trips a lot shorter.
You have no idea.
On any roads and you're only allowed to go 5 miles an hour? Pretty tough.
I don't know, FF. What did the tree do when the bank closed? I'm afraid to hear the answer, I'll be honest with you. It opened its own branch. But bum bum. Getting a little touchy there. I had it. I did too much of an adjustment and it completely threw me off. There we go.
Yep, I think we're getting a little bit too much on the hill here.
It's a little bit of a steep hill. If we got heavy loads, man, we're gonna pick up serious speed headed to town on this road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but my trailer's sliding down the hill.
I
It
actually
is too.
I actually noticed that the other day on a different map. Once I got it loaded with logs, that trailer starts sliding if you're on a hill. I need to get that one tree out that you're right next to, Caveman. But I'll get... This is the last one to open this road to town.
I'll tell you what. I'll move out of your way and let you cut them.
Well, this one and that one that you were
Whoa.
parked next to. Oh, Caveman
Yeah.
just about pulled a Sharko there.
It's on its side.
Oh, Caveman tipped it. Oh, and I just lost the end of a tree too. For some reason, it did not cut properly. Alright, this is the last tree I'm cutting. Assuming I can even get into it. I'm on a weird angle here. Alright, so if anybody knows what the setting is on the Logitech side panel to flip-flop the stick, to invert the stick, if you know what I'm talking about. Because it drives me a little bit crazy. Alright, that's it. The road is open. Yeah, I cannot get used to when I push forward on the stick, I lift up, and when I pull backwards, it drops down. It's counterintuitive to me. It's completely backwards as far as I'm concerned. But I can't find the setting to flip-flop that or switch it. What kind of magazines do cows read? Movie
What kind?
magazines? I am using the Logitech Heavy Equipment Bundle, courtesy of one Jonathan. Yeah, that's it. Invert the XY axis. And I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to look too hard. We have got a road that takes us, well, would take us straight into town if there weren't a semi parked across it. There we go. Look at that. All the way to the bank. Straight in.
Wow.
Catalogs aren't magazines. Catalogs are catalogs. That's why they're called catalogs, so they don't get confused with magazines. Just saying.
And that was the last tree back up here, right?
Yep. Alright, I'm coming over here for a reason, guys. Actually, there was a tree at the top of the hill where the roads cross that got missed, apparently. Anyway, I am coming over here for a reason. Like I said, I promised to do a bit of a walkthrough on how to set up the industries on this map, and we need to install a new industry. So I'm going to do that right now. Somebody will need to grab the tanker and bring it down to town. We're going to need that here in just a minute. Okay, so we've got all of our placeables here. And what we're really looking at is the production factories. The rest of them you can kind of set up at your leisure. The production ones are the ones that are particularly challenging. No, construction. I'm sorry. The construction factories. And I hope you guys can see this. But these factories, at least the big ones, have on their thumbnail here a build order. So right here, where my mouse is, says build order 4. Glue factory is build order 3. Steel build order 6. Stone crusher build order 2. So you're basically going to go through these. What was build? I think the sorter must have been build number 1. You're basically going to go through these in order. So we just got our stone crusher. That's build order number 2. Today we're going to put in a glue factory for $235,000. That's build order number 3. Then we'll be doing a drywall factory pretty soon. Build order 4. Concrete factory. We've got a small concrete plant. We might get rid of that and put in the concrete factory. We probably will. That's build order 5. So just look at your build orders, because that's really what we're talking about when you're setting up productions on this map.
We only have the one tanker trailer.
Yep, just the one.
Okay.
We're only going to need 10,000 liters, so...
It's full of water.
Oh, crud. Is there anywhere we can dump... Oh, I know what you can do. Bring it down and dump it into the... If it will hold it, dump it into the concrete plant.
Okay.
I hope it'll hold 25,000 liters. Or check, before you leave, check the fertilizer plant.
Will do.
Don't forget to check the cows. They might need water.
Anything to empty that bloody trailer.
Let
Okay.
me just see.
So we are putting in a glue factory today. And this is no small prospect. That's a big placeable. But we also know we're going to put it right about here. Because this side of town is where all of our production is going for the most part. At least the construction type of production. I want to shift that just a little bit. That was too much. There we go. And so we are going to pop that in right about there. Like so. And then I'm going to go in and paint this up so that we get our road back, because that will drive me crazy if I don't. And that's a very short trip, I have to be honest with you. That ought to do it.
It is a fairly short trip.
Thanks, caveman. Everybody knows at this point that Harv is certifiably insane.
Where do you fill the water? Oh, I see it.
Well, I'll have to wait until this is complete to finish this road again, but that'll do for now. Okay, so this is going to be our glue factory, but with a lot of the PV mods, you have to build it yourself, or at least provide the materials. So here we need resin, planks, and boards. And we need 10,000 liters of resin, 10,000 boards, 10,000 planks. Well, we have a plank factory. Planks so we're going to need 10 pallets of planks, which we'll need the flatbed down here for. We have got the sawmill, which will provide us with our boards. Now we've already got boards spawned apparently. That's exactly right, Eric. Very much like the global company production chains. I mean, these are global company factories. It's just that Dajnet, the guy who created this map and the other PV maps, have upped the complexity level a little bit. So he's got his own specialized production chains, basically.
Am I selling off all this lumber?
So, yeah. Just go ahead and sell it.
Okay. Wanted to double check before I did. Yeah, there was like 4 pieces that did not fit on that load.
That's a pile. Oh, okay. You still had some to bring in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. That should be a good $90,000 right there. Kyle. No, but we've actually made that joke. Can you send horses to the glue factory? No. Mr. Ed will not be going to the glue factory.
Selling. Not quite $100,000 worth, but not bad.
89,273. That pays back a little bit of our glue factory.
Now I need to go get the flatbed, right?
Yes, it's parked just in the center at the farm. If there had a trailer hitch, I would bring it, but it doesn't, so.
Somehow I ended up on the crappy road out of town and not on our good new road. I can grab the flatbed. I'm almost there already.
What are you going to grab it with?
We have 2 trucks.
I'm in the other
Oh,
one.
you've
Wanna
got the
switch?
truck. Yeah, Caveman needs to get it. Never mind. I'm just going to park it on top of my pickup here and balance it all the way to town.
We need a dolly for the trailers.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Well,
yeah. So if we don't have... Well, we have 2 semis now, so it shouldn't be an issue.
That's fair.
In fact, the logging trailer will be going back pretty soon. Do we need
This trailer loves sliding.
anything else? No, I guess I'm just headed back to town. I just wanted to fully drive the new road. That's all. And then I will probably, I'm going to slow time down for just a minute. Because once we get everything into that glue factory, I'll speed up time and we can see how it builds. Because it's actually pretty cool. Then maybe our onions will be ready and we can just harvest our root crops and be done with it. Fingers crossed. Yeah, if it wasn't for forestry on this map so far, well, and the fact that we're so bloody stubborn, we would have gone broke by now.
Where do you fill the resin? Right there.
Yeah, and you only need 10,000 liters.
Only 10,000? Okay.
Yes, please, for the love of God, stop at 10,000.
Okay, that'd be hard to fill.
As close as you can. Well, no, because I think the glue factory will take any remaining resin anyway, so don't worry about it. Look how much faster
Aw.
that is getting to town.
I have 189 liters left.
Good thing that plank factory isn't a lake. You would have sunk our truck again. I turned the corner just in time to see Sharko wreck the tanker.
Oh wow. So don't we have a stockpile of pallets out behind the pallet factory?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Why do we need pallets somewhere?
Oh wait, my bad. We don't need pallets. We need planks. And
Planks.
boards.
Yes.
I was thinking boards. My bad.
Let me know when you're in position to get the boards, and I'll start spawning them out for you. Apparently, there's one here that's in a bad spot and will not spawn any more boards.
I'm here for planks first.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You don't have a tractor down here, do we?
Are they not? What are they?
No, but I think the one that has the stump grinder on it is and it won't spawn anymore where you're parked.
How about now?
I can do one.
Last one. Oh, too many. One too many, but oh well. Okay.
I think you'd be surprised that it's not one too many.
You don't think so?
Nope.
They really don't want us getting in here.
Well, they
It's all
don't.
fenced off.
They don't want you to break anything.
Oh, that's fair.
The Sharko safety fence.
That's
Is that what
right.
it is?
It's a Sharko safety fence.
Shouldn't it be inside the fence then?
No.
No, because the construction is going to take place inside the fence where you could do the most damage.
Oh. Is that why everything's made of like super strong titanium?
Oh, I guess we did have one too many planks. It's alright. We'll use them.
Oh, they don't go in there. Okay.
Just wherever. As we stand here watching cavemen unload planks.
Yes. Yes. Most complicated thing on the planet.
Uh,
I'll see if I can
There
load
it
them
is.
into one so you can have one pallet instead of two.
I'm ready to spawn boards when you're ready for them.
I think we only need 4 of them.
Are
5
those
of them.
are those more than? Are they 2,000 liter pallets?
I want to say they're 2,500 liter pallets.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got 4. Let's see if that should be enough.
Maybe. Remember we had to have one extra one the other day?
And testing.
I'm surfing the trailer, man. Nope,
Oh, that's everything.
we're good. Where did I park my truck? I want my truck
there.
so that I can get a zoom out on my camera so that we can actually see what's going on. If you've ever seen the MF Shed Pack by Alien Jim, this is kind of like the MF Shed Pack but on steroids. Wouldn't you say, Caveman? Doesn't that sound about right?
Yeah, I'd say that sounds about right.
Alright, here we go. Or not.
Does it have everything?
There it goes.
Yeah, there it goes.
I really had to warp time forward. There it is. Now I'm gonna, sorry guys, but I'm gonna set time back a little bit. Just, I wanted you to be able to see this because it's pretty darn cool. 3M adhesives. Ready to start making glue. Oh, Sharko's got his little scooter. Put that in a lake. So this is our glue factory. We need resin, coal, and calcium carbonate. We will get glue, epoxy, and luckily we will start generating trash because we needed more of that.
What
But
if
there
I
we
got
go.
me control of trash?
One new industry. And what do we need glue? What was it? What was it we were after for glue, Caveman? Do you remember?
I think we were actually after something else. Hang on, let me find it.
I think it was the or not resin, epoxy.
Well, yeah, we need the epoxy, but it's to be able to
Yeah, we were for the epoxy for beehives.
beehives.
Ah, yes.
So a few streams ago, we harvested some peanuts, and we were talking to everybody. Some of you guys were probably here. Some of you might have missed it. Saying, you know, what do you want us to produce? And everybody kind of voted for the Planters Peanut Factory. But before we can make peanuts, we have to be able to make honey. In order to make honey, we have to be able to make beehives. And in order to make beehives, we have to have epoxy is one of the things that we are not currently making. So once we get that glue factory up and running, we will be making beehives to make honey, which will allow us to start making peanut butter, which is why we did sugar beets, so that we can turn the sugar beets into sugar also for peanut butter.
I didn't know honey was used for peanut butter, but apparently it is.
Well, on this map it is at least. And those onions still aren't ready. That's all
So
right.
it's that sweeter, it's like sugar peanut butter, or
Well,
sweeter peanut butter.
the Planters Factory makes a bunch of different stuff. You might not need honey and sugar for peanut butter.
I think you need the honey for the honey roasted peanuts.
Yes, of course, that makes complete sense, doesn't it? That would be a bad place to park because we're going to need those
I
trailers.
thought we needed something else, like for like a mesh or something that required honey.
A mesh?
I thought it was like the honey was used to create something that
Not that I'm aware of.
was needed.
All right. Time to harvest sugar beets. That'll do. And no, we're not buying these, we're leasing them. I feel like my chat is frozen. Nobody has said anything for quite some time.
I think mine's frozen too then.
I think mine's frozen too then.
Oh, no. They're not all going to be frozen, so...
If you guys have any questions, don't mind asking. We'll try our best to answer.
Root crops for the win. Or not.
I wouldn't mind root crops if workers actually worked. Like if you could have a chaser bin.
That's the problem. Most of the chaser bins won't get close enough to the harvesters. Hang on.
I'll talk to you later then, you gamer 101.
Alright, Ye Gamer,
Oh.
take it easy, bud.
Take care.
He's like, oh god, they're gonna harvest sugar beets. I'm out of here.
I don't blame them.
I don't know. You might want to see this, because this isn't your traditional sugar beet harvest.
Oh, you two are stuck running in the same spot for me.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go.
Assuming you guys got the... Looks like you already got the truck load ready.
I am already headed down the field. Because these beet harvesters don't fool around.
No, they do not.
Nope, they don't. Sure don't. It's sad. It takes this thing longer to unfold than it does to run a pass down the field.
Right?
I don't know if I'll be able to keep up to you guys.
We're only running 18.
No, I'm sure I could.
Not quite that bad.
Well, I still have to catch up to you guys. Once you do a pass.
Right, Jordan? If only.
Oh, it's official. I can't see chat anymore.
Yeah, chat's working again. I mean,
No,
people are commenting again, I should say.
I'm saying mine's not loading.
Ah.
Oh.
If it wasn't for the 3-point turnaround at the end of the field, this would be pretty darn slick. I should say 17-point turnaround at the end of the field. This mod is courtesy of Kaz64, by the way, who does some amazing maps of his own that we've played on many times, if you guys have been watching for a while. Island Life,
Yeah.
Old Timers Farm, Almost
Wild
a Farm.
West back in the day.
Yeah, Wild Wild West was just, everybody was playing Wild Wild West for quite a while. That's all you heard
It was a
about.
massive map.
16 times, wasn't it?
Island Life
Yeah.
was massive, 16 times.
Island Life though had a lot of water.
It did have a lot of water, hence the name Island Life. Yeah, these are pretty much our go-to root crop harvesters anymore. At least when it comes to streams.
I mean, it's because there's nothing really out there that competes with it.
Hmm.
No, there really isn't. Um, what song got under your skin, Jonathan? And hey, good to see you, man. I'm gonna need a chaser bin in the not too distant future.
Actually, kind of hard because when you get to the end of the field, I have to wait for Caveman to turn around before I can come to get you. And by the time I get around, you're already at the end of the field.
You're gonna have to up your chaser
Yeah.
bin
Just turn
skills.
around and wait at the other end of the field for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wait for him. I'll be fine. Worst case scenario, worst case scenario, I'll find you and unload myself.
I need a James Bond car right now with oil slicks and stuff to shoot out the back.
Just gonna go over here.
Do I need to go extra slow so you can?
No, I'll catch up.
There we go. Oh gosh, these things unload quick too. I forgot how fast they unload.
Oh yeah, they unloads quick.
I'm empty. Wow.
Yeah.
The Wild Wild West. Yes, I remember that song. Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. Yeah, especially if you went to any kind of dance club or bar. Root crop harvesting at its finest right here. And all you have to do something different is swap the header. So when our onions get ready, if they get ready, why were they playing it every day in high school for you, Jonathan? What was so special about that song that your high school had to listen to it every day? We intentionally planted wheat in this field right here because we need more straw for our cattle operation.
Charco. Oh, that's what I thought.
Oh, Sherko got dropped.
My
Yeah,
game crashed.
this takes the This takes the grind out of sugar beet and potato and root crop harvesting in general.
Yes, it sure does. Well, when you come back in, you need to go unload.
And we need to start setting up our auto
Figured
drive
that's
courses.
Oh.
I
Ooh,
didn't.
You're not wrong.
I don't think I've ever
was it,
seen Stevie's mod version of this.
just say, the auto drive doesn't work for
Hmm?
those harvesters. The auto drive doesn't work for those, does it?
Yes, it does.
Does it work for those?
As long as you're not pulling doubles, it works for these.
Oh,
Sure, it should.
I know, because I've used it quite a few
I
times.
just didn't think they got close enough.
They do.
Oh,
All right, Bruce. Take care, man. Have a good night.
Take care.
yeah, take care.
But once you have your going back to what we were talking about a little bit ago, once you have your construction factories up and running, your construction production, whatever you call it, then it's just a matter of sorting out what you need for the given thing you want to make. Like we want to make the planters peanut products. Well, we know we're going to need peanuts. We know we're going to need, we just look at our plant or the production we want to build and see what it requires, and then you start working your way down the list. If we want peanuts, well, we've got to make sugar. If we want to make sugar, we need sugar beets or sugar cane and a factory to make sugar. Well, what does the factory to make sugar need? That's. I mean, I know most of you guys know how to do this, but sometimes, oh, that you entering the stream totally jacked up my harvesting ability.
It did mine too. It shut mine completely off.
And it just raised
Really?
my
Oh,
it
sorry.
raised my header off the ground. Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
Name's Bruce.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna need it unload pretty soon.
I want to go to load now.
Yeah, so as we're looking in this westerly direction, this is lot 18, obviously, that we just bought. Most of the soil on 18 is loam, which is the best soil you can have in under precision farming. That's why we bought it, so that we can start having slightly better fields. Although we are getting a high yield on most of this field, on sugar beets at least, which you can see. Not in that version.
Oh, do we have a spot to dump the sugar beets?
Yes. No.
The silo doesn't hold sugar beets.
It doesn't seem to want to hold them.
You've got to be kidding me.
I've disconnected the trailer and it still decided not to dump.
Do you have the tip side on the right spot?
I changed it and it didn't seem to work, but I'll try again.
This is not going to be good if we don't have a place to store sugar beets.
I disconnected the front trailer and it still wouldn't let me dump. It just came at it weird.
The trigger on that can be a little bit tricky sometimes.
Okay, I got the back one to tip in the very, very picky spot.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so you just didn't have it in the right spot.
I changed the tip trigger and everything and it still didn't want to.
Oh.
Uh, seems
That's
like
how,
it has to be the left side, not the right side.
that's how you do that. It's bad when you got to chase down your chaser bin driver.
Bad when you fill it up after just one track down the field.
Although, although I think these harvesters are almost as fast as that bloody semi he's driving.
Yeah, he's only got like nine, like no, he's got 8 mile an hour top speed on the harvester.
You not loading, caveman? What the heck is my
Oh
trailer
well,
doing?
well if you're coming to unload, then sure.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do
My trailers are being weird.
because you have the
Oh,
axle lock engaged.
yeah, I had the back one engaged, which is some weird tripping up my front one.
Hey, if your chaser bin driver's not going to come to you, luckily, well, that wouldn't work on just any harvester. But seriously, if you guys have never done root crops, try them once the hard way. And then you'll understand exactly why our good friend Kaz64 rules the root crop world, at least as far as we're concerned. Back in the day, the first series I ever did, and of course you're always trying to think up things you haven't done yet and stuff you can video and whatnot. Yeah, one of the first videos I ever did on the Pacific Northwest was it was called the Not So Great Potato Harvest. I will just show you in the shop red shift. Let's see here. Beat Technology. These are the Ropa Panther 2 by Kaz64.
I think there's a link to it under mods and maps on your Discord. Or
Yeah,
I
but
have to scroll up a ways to find it.
yeah,
But I
how
think
long
it's
ago?
there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I know we've linked it before. I know we have.
Yeah,
Nope.
I know we've linked it quite a few times. Maybe that's just something we're just gonna have to start. If it's gonna be in a series, we're just gonna have to make sure it's linked in the description.
Yeah. I'm kind of bad about that. I'll own it. I don't always get mod lists compiled. Oh, you and me both, Jonathan. If I bought a field that had potatoes in it, I'd take care of those with a plow.
I
Turn them
remember my
into.
first.
Andrew, I have played a little bit on Delta Junction. Like 3 days of seasons on 6 day seasons. I was trying to find a map I could just play and not have to record or stream or whatever, just something to relax with. And I started it and then I haven't gotten back to it because I just haven't had time.
You know, one of the mistakes I had the first time with Spuds was I was trying to do like a small. First time I ever tried to do Spuds, I was doing like a cheap run, where you start from scratch and have like no money.
Yeah.
I bought the little pull behind to do like a field this size.
You are Did you finish it?
No, I gave up.
Yeah, you
I'm like, I
think?
ain't doing that again. I'll accept the lost money. I ain't doing that again.
It's one of so I get a lot of new folks because of my Ravenport walkthrough, and they're learning the game, and one of the things that the Ravenport map loves to do is offer like a $90,000 contract to harvest potatoes on Field 8, which is the biggest field on the map. And of course, new players, not knowing what they're getting themselves into, always just go gaga over the money that's available. And then they'll get into the middle of it. And this has happened, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in the Discord where they're coming in like, I took a potato contract
6 hours later.
6 hours later.
No joke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The first and last potato contract I ever did was on that Pacific Northwest that I recorded. And it took me 6 hours to complete it.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost done.
Norav, yes, this is a modded harvester.
Yeah, nor ever. This is the Ropa-Panther 2-pack by Kaz64. Andrew, I mean, first impression wise, it's decent. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, good is such a relative thing. What's good to one person? Are you turning around, Caveman?
Yeah, I'm already part the way back up the field.
That's what I wanted to know, because I've got a little
Yeah.
strip here I can clean up. If you were already going to do that, then I can go take care of this little bits over here.
And
However, breaks
Sharko
too-
apparently doesn't know how to match speed.
I do. It breaks too fast. I got stopped behind it. There we go.
I don't know that I can
Manageable.
say I've played enough on Alaska Junction to give it a fair assessment. The landscape is a little bit simple, but it's got big, wide open fields that are easy for workers to work on. And you know, it's all in what you're looking for too. Very much about what you're looking for.
Does anyone know a good map with like tight-edged fields?
What do you mean by tight-edged fields? Oh, you mean like
Like-
lots of trees and shrubs and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercury Farms by Alien Jim. And if you get sick of the tight edges, he's built in a trigger where you can go disappear the shrubs if you want to. But all of those fields are tight, really tight. Chellington Valley has very, very tight
Yeah, I was
fields.
gonna say, Chillising Valley is one I'd like, yeah. I would want one that I haven't seen played on.
Although to be fair, there's no collisions on the hedges in Chellington Valley. I guess we might as well take care of our wheat since it's in.
Make my life a lot easier with the chaser bin.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oops, too far forward.
Nope, that doesn't work. Or are you empty? Oh, you're empty.
I'm empty. I'm gonna go park this over at the carrot field and then go grab the other one. I haven't played Medicine Creek. Any of you guys out there play Medicine Creek? I've heard a lot about it. I've just never had an opportunity.
Oh, we got 500,000 liters of sugar beet.
Can't say I've played it.
That's all. Only 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's slightly less than I thought we would.
We should plant
Yeah.
sugar cane.
Why, are you gonna harvest it all?
It's worse. It's worse than I guess it's just as bad as poplar, but
It's as bad as
annoying.
poplar.
mm-hmm. And doesn't usually sell for much. We did it on Pineapple Bay, and that took forever.
And that was with the Kaz harvesters doing it.
Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Or they just filled up instantly, didn't they, or something like that?
We were definitely struggling to get it done.
It took us like what, 3 of us, like 2.5 hours or something like that.
It was a long bloody harvest, and it was a field about this size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which one's the stupid thing to pick the header up?
You do like half a pass, and the harvester was full.
No, I have to do it with my mouse. And we like these we like these harvesters so much we had to trade in the Massey and get a second one.
There it goes. Yep, I had to do it with my mouse as well. But got it working, that's the main thing.
The one downside is they tend to dig into the ground a little bit. So you do need, what's that, tool height control, harvester tool height control?
Something like that. Oh crap. We're supposed to be harvesting straw.
Oh, yes we are.
You're not harvesting straw, caveman.
Yeah, I realized that about a quarter of the way down the field.
The reason why you planted it.
I realized that.
That is the reason that we planted it too, because we need the straw.
Does wheat and the other crops produce different amounts of straw, or
No,
So
not
they-
really.
they produce similar amounts?
Why am I going so bloody slow? Oh, because I raised my header up and then forgot to fix it again. There it goes.
Evan says he told you that those harvesters are awesome.
Oh, I remember. And the thing is, we can still make them bigger, better. And that's no mod editing. I mean, this is the way they were downloaded. We haven't done anything to these. One of the things I really like about them is how massive the pipe is.
Mm-hmm.
Although for that big freaking pipe it's got on it, it unloads slow. The unload
And I'm-
speed on them is very slow.
You said there was a way to fix it going slow after you picked it up. How do you fix it?
It should fix itself. You pick the head up off you just adjust the head up off the ground just enough to be able to keep it from digging in, and it should. I'm running 6.
I'm running like 3.
I was running 3 and I lifted my head up just enough to get it off the ground, and now I'm running 6. Try lifting it up a little bit more, maybe.
I mean, if I lift it up anymore, it quits harvesting.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
Up now I got 4.
Could also be server lag. That happens.
Yeah, forget about that all the time.
I know. I've been looking at my speeds, and it's like Harv's going like 20 kilometers or 20 miles an hour, and I'm only going like 10, but we're keeping the same speed. So I'm like,
We'll know here in a second as soon as I turn around.
Now I got 6. Okay.
And one of the best things about them is they turn on a dime.
Yeah, they turn on a dime and give you back change.
Yeah, these
Yes.
harvesters could actually harvest beside each other.
Almost. Pretty close.
Well, the fact that you're harvesting right in the middle of the thing, yeah. I think you could. Because your tank's offset.
Mm,
Oh, you
maybe.
mean harvest right into the other one?
Yeah. Might not be
Yeah,
able to be fast enough, but
Actually, yeah,
you
you probably
can, but
can.
you can, but you're gonna leave a tiny strip in between them because of the weird header collisions.
yeah, I figured that much.
I think it depends, Eric. Um, I know at one point in time, and I don't think this ever worked on PC, but the tool height control actually allowed console gamers to run harvesters at the harvester speed and not the header speed. I've tested that on PC and it's never worked for me.
They fixed the issue with it doing that.
Ah, that would do it.
So if you had like the very early version of it, it would still do it.
And all those people who update their mods on a regular basis were sitting there crying the minute they couldn't do it anymore. Well, Ed sent me a harvester I didn't even know was coming. Well, because I was so busy with Mrs. Nelson's cotton that I didn't have time to properly take his phone call. He tried to warn me and I blew him off. That was my bad, not his. Actually, it was Mrs. Nelson's fault because she's the one who. She's the one who insisted on having all of her bloody church people bug the crap out of me over cotton.
Imagine real life, just a harvester showing up your door and you just have to sign it and you get it unexpectedly.
That would be kind of funny for it to happen in real life.
Andrew, the tricky part about finding this map is you can't find this map. Oh, you're trying to find. Okay. Um, if I had to guess, the map you're probably thinking of could be something like Lincoln Creek or one of MRG's maps. It sounds like to me. And yeah, Jordan, all those bloody phone calls. I was about ready to throw my phone in the lake.
I'll be with all my other tractors I have.
Yeah, Earth. Harv calling Sharko at the bottom of the lake.
It's like, hey Sharko, here's a phone.
I need to take the boat out again one of these days. I haven't been out on the lake in the boat in a while.
Well, you might stumble upon a Sharko. A wild Sharko.
Nah, you've never been to Wilhelmina.
Nah,
At least not with me.
not deep enough for me.
Right? I'll tell you, that's one thing about Yukon I do not miss.
Well, all the bloody water?
Charco being in a lake every 5 minutes.
That too. Now having to drive those bloody ferries to go deliver everything.
Yeah.
Man, that was tedious and time consuming. I was really happy when we put in the land bridge.
Maybe that's all where all the equipment is.
Where
It's just off the edge of the land bridge.
if anybody would know, it's you. You were the last one up there.
Charco couldn't get the hang of driving across the land bridge.
They kept spending the money to buy trucks because I kept sinking them.
Mm-hmm.
So my insurance company didn't keep giving me new trucks.
What insurance company would give you new trucks?
Yeah, I had an insurance company for the longest time.
I want to know what insurance company, realistically, would give you anything to drive.
That's how much I pay them.
Apparently, you pay them about $18 million.
Probably some though, like $50 million worth of equipment.
Oh, that's right, with the equipment. Yeah, I'm looking for. I almost wonder if that harvester's. So the harvester I had was way too small, really, and it was very, very slow. But now the new harvester that Ed sent me almost feels like it's going to be too big. Like it'll take minutes to harvest those fields on off the grid.
What is everyone's favorite series the Harps put up?
Oh,
Off the grid.
that's what everybody's going to say. Off the grid.
Hey, that's how I found you, Harv.
That's how a lot of people.
That's how I found you.
Yep. Kevin's good with that. He's kind of in charge of the homestead now. I don't think we'll be seeing the far harvester anytime soon. That was small, really small, but it did a really good job though. I still like that harvester a lot. I saw a real life one the other day. It was an international pull behind harvester. I wish somebody would make that.
Yeah, you don't see the pull behinds very often.
You really don't.
I've actually seen a really interesting pull behind. This is on a small farm, but a pull behind corn harvester.
Yeah.
But it didn't work the way it would normally work. It can only do one stalk at a time. It's very weird.
Single row.
Yeah, single row. And but it used like it had to have a trailer attached to it to help sort it. It's very weird.
Oh, you mean the one that would pluck the
wasn't
whole
capped.
cobs? It did whole
it
cob.
no, it didn't do the whole cob.
Oh.
It looked like an older one. It just had two attachments, maybe to transport it easier or something, maybe.
I don't know. Some of those older ones, it did whole cob.
Like there's two there's like the harvester that actually harvest it, but then you go to a trailer and the trailer would like shift through it, I guess you could say. Whatever's left would just fall at the bottom. Like all the nut stuff you didn't want.
Well, I hope Kevin, you've got some contacts on where to start selling some of those crops, because we have moved beyond the Harv's going to plant this because it's what he needs to sustain him. because that was the whole initial purpose on Off the Grid. Everything I planted was strictly to keep myself going, and we are well beyond that at this point. And
You're not
we've got a town already.
true. You just now need a factory that can make parts for all your tractors.
Well, we've got the shop. The shop moved in at the town across the lake.
Yeah, but now you need one in your own town.
Yeah.
We need a few things in that. Well, there is. I mean, okay, there's one. I need to check with Pierre, but there's one built-up plot, and 5 others that are being worked on, and nothing else. Well, my farm, and then there's Pierre's place. I guess all of that's technically part of Harveston. Yeah, we'll see how all that plays out. I have a feeling that as people move in down there, they're going to have some wants and needs that they would like a little closer to home than having to drive through the forest to Willow Bay.
Gas pump.
A gas station might be nice.
It's an interesting thought.
I mean, it doesn't need to be a station, just a little pump works too. A local pump.
Hey, Andrew Thompson, how you doing, bud? We love this game too. That's why we play it so often.
Actually, what's everyone's favorite thing in farming sim? Harvesting, grass. What is everyone's go-to thing?
Breaking the game.
I don't think many people are breaking the game, but
Well, I think most modders would argue that breaking the game is one of their favorite things to do.
I guess that's fair.
Let's see.
Playing the game that's not meant to be played.
Does not look like our onions are ready yet. Although our poplars are almost as ready as the onions are.
And Shark has never done poplar, so he needs to do poplar this time.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
To be fair, I've done poplar by myself the last 2 times.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, Jonathan always plays with his girlfriend when they're not
Yeah.
having date night watching Harv's World, which is pretty cool, actually. I never, for the life of me,
It is
when I
pretty
posted
cool.
when I posted my first video, I'm like, there are people out there now who are gonna be watching my videos while they're having date night with their girlfriend. Never even thought that was a possibility, but it's pretty sweet.
One thing that I always think must feel weird is that when a YouTuber's been on YouTube for like 10 or like a very long time, that there's actually like it's multiple generation people. So like you could be watching it like, oh, I was in high school and now I have a kid and my kid's watching with me.
That'd be, yeah. I'm a long way from that.
Definitely, but I always thought that that's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. Like that must feel really weird. I've never felt it, but I've always just thought that like that's a long time to be doing something.
It is a long time to be doing something. But if you like doing it, what's wrong with doing it?
Absolutely. Rick Buck Jr., how you doing, man? What's the good word? Welcome to Harv's World, to the Wednesday night stream. Oh, that's right. Jonathan convinced her to watch off the grid, and she liked it so much she decided to start playing the game with him. And Now she's an FS fan too. They even have a road named after them on in Willow Bay.
That'd be an honor.
Mm.
$150,000 of sugar cane off a field. You do like doing the sugar cane, huh? That's the first I've ever heard anybody say that. I'm not even being sarcastic.
I will say, sugarcane is a pretty crop. Like the way it's harvested and everything. It is pretty interesting. I just, the time it takes to do any decently sized field takes forever.
It does take a long time.
That's why I never liked it. But it definitely is a really cool one, like, especially if you have like the pull behind with like a trailer and all that, and then having to dump it into a bigger trailer. It could be very cool.
We had a pretty good time harvesting sugar cane on Pineapple Bay. Took for bloody ever, but we.
And could not fit it all in his
No,
silo.
I just had to pile it on the ground. Michael Burnett, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us, man. Thanks for stopping in. I'll get the last of it, caveman.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Alright.
because I'm going to be blocking your way until I finish dumping straw anyway, and then you can come over here and unload.
I'll just catch Sharko when he flips around.
Yeah, whatever works.
Went into the back gate, man.
I'm waiting for you to go.
Oh.
I'll catch you.
Yeah, the only downside to this harvester is it's a very slow unloading harvester. If you're trying to run or harvest a field by yourself, every time you have to run over to get your chaser bin or empty out, it takes a long time, or it feels like it does.
It does seem like it takes a decent amount of time. Seems like it could be faster.
Well, that's a good point too, Jonathan. It takes a long time to plant sugarcane, but keep in mind you only ever have to plant it once because it regrows. Much like poplar.
I found that out the hard way too.
Yeah, so did we.
Yeah, so did we.
Oh, I didn't mean poplar, I meant sugarcane, but yeah.
I know, when we started on this map, we had both forgotten that poplar regrows, so every time we harvested the poplar, we were plowing the field and replanting the poplar.
I've never planted poplar. Actually, that's wrong. I have planted poplar. Yeah, I planted like one row. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. It doesn't pay enough. And plowed it under.
Running a fence post machine all day for a local farmer. Wow. That has to be rough work.
You'll see, yeah, those aren't easy jobs, fence posting. Those augers can get pretty heavy.
And I agree, Kevin. I think these should have some color choices. It would be nice if you had some color options on this harvester, but oh, that's a good point too, Red. Yeah, it doesn't wither, so you can leave it in the field as long as you want to and not have to worry about it.
That is true.
I'm empty. 4
How to
bushels.
pick all this up.
4 bushels an acre. Yeah, almost makes you wish we had a. I mean, we could bale it.
We could.
I'm good.
All right.
We have an auto load trailer.
Eric, generally when it comes to poplar, you just sell it off. We needed it on this map to make diesel fuel with. Getting started, we don't need it for diesel anymore, but we have the field, so we'll leave it and harvest it occasionally to make some extra fuel. We could not use the bio baler on this map though. The poplar on this map has been modified by the map maker and will not work in the bio baler.
That is correct.
We tested it. We wanted to use it. Caveman's going to yell at me for leaving the header up on the harvester. Oops.
Don't forget to put that header down.
Too late. I already left it. Hey,
You
natural
can go back and
survival.
put it down.
I could.
Is he though? That's the question.
Nope, I don't think so. In fact, guys, we got a late start, but we've still been running almost 2 hours. We're a couple minutes away from 2 hours. And tomorrow is a work day. So we will be back on Sunday. Same bat time, different time on Sunday. But same bat channel. Harv's World, of course. As the sun goes down on PV Uncharted. So I think that's going to do it for us, guys. As always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. Any final thoughts, Sharko, Caveman?
Enjoy the rest of your week. And have fun
Enjoy
farming.
the week, and hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.
Oh, outstanding natural survival. Yeah, well, we'll be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so maybe you can catch us again. Look for videos during the week. Until then, you all take care.